I was recently fishing in the Gulf of Alaska with a friend of mine, so I thought I would share some of the video I managed to capture of our trip. The next morning we boarded a very small plane and headed to the city of Homer, Alaska. This was the first time I was able to see and actually appreciate all of the lakes, streams, and rivers in Alaska. It was absolutely beautiful. In the morning drives to the boat ramp, we saw huge moose really very close to the road and grazing in the fields nearby. Absolutely gorgeous. During my military service in the 82nd Airborne Division and in the 3rd Range Battalion in Fort Benning, Georgia, I was stationed near Fairbanks, Alaska and Fort Greely in Alaska, which are the Northern Warfare Training Centers. I only spent 30 days on a glacier. Actually, I did this twice. Both of those were during January in minus 30 degree weather and in the wintertime. So I only saw snow, and this was a great opportunity to actually enjoy and appreciate the countryside of Alaska. As any fisherman might guess, especially a bass tournament angler, the weather did not cooperate on day one. Overcast skies, very high winds. That weather system kept the winds and the water very nasty on day one. I've seen big waves during tournaments on places like Lake Mead, for example, but I've never seen Gulf of Alaska 12-footers like walls of water, and then when you go down in the troughs, you can't see anything but water on all 4 sides. As a matter of fact, the water was so rough on day one, I could not keep the camera still or affixed anywhere on the boat. In this footage, the water is much calmer. It's actually from day 2. We were forced to turn around and actually pursue a backup plan for the halibut in water that was calmer but with less potential. Still got him? It's a lot of reeling, man. There's a lot of reeling.
Don't remind me. I think fishing's better at 100 feet. I just want to watch us work.
I think so.
You can't get around it. You cast 1,000-pound bass, you drop it every time.
It ain't the same. It ain't the same. As seen in this mock-up halibut rigging, we used 140-pound braid, cut bait, and a 4-pound weight for these halibut. Here on day 2, the water was much calmer, but unfortunately, when I reviewed the footage after day 2 in my room, I saw the anglers on board unconsciously, but consistently block the camera. 99% of the footage on days 1 and 2 filmed the back of an angler's head. That was very disappointing because while we did not catch a huge halibut, each angler on board boated his limit on days 1 and 2, and I managed to catch a 50-pound halibut. The daily limit, by the way, for halibut is 2 per angler. 1 can be any size, and 1 must be less than 28 inches. So in other words, you can catch a 27-inch halibut and one that's 350 pounds. So I took the necessary corrective actions on the following 3 days of video. That aside, I would fish with these guys again any day of the week. We worked up and down the rail like an orchestrated ballet. So please make sure you watch parts 1 and 2.
well, you started reeling on it before.
Yeah,
You can hit it now.
So he loaded up. But the other fish
Small
was coming
bite.
up, and I wasn't sure if I was on his line.
Double line, yeah. Oh yeah, he's pulling.
There he is.
Up the rail.
I think put it in the box.